Hey, what's up, guys? Gonna let a few guys roll in here. If anybody is paying attention here to the live stream, just kind of did this on the fly, so we'll have to just see. See if I can find this. Move here. Let's go. Close this down. Whispering Pines, eh? Let's go ahead here, get in a bracket. See a couple guys rolling in here. Thanks for showing up. Wanted to just kind of go over, you can see the details of this video. If you're here, there's a new cut. It is right now, it's beta only. So 1,000 guys have it. Beta, we have 1,000 guy limit. So if you were early enough to get in the beta, it's for the Guide for Ultimate Golf. You should have full access. It's cut 1.3.11. So let me go to the settings here. Just kind of show you where we're at. About 1.3.11. If for some reason you can't trigger it, one of the first things I wanted to show you here, I'm gonna see if I can get this pulled up here. Where is my, here it is, live stream. Trying to get in here to the chat, so if you guys do comment, I can see them. Let's see if I can find this. See if I can find the chat. No comments yet, I don't believe. If you guys are there and want to say something, let me know. I'm gonna hope that I can see your guys' comments. But one thing I did want to mention, let's just say you are in beta, and for some reason you're not seeing the updates, you can go to settings. You can go to apps. You can find the Play Store. So we'd scroll down to Google Play Store. After we get on Google Play Store, we would do a force stop. So you see force stop pulls up right at the bottom there. As soon as you hit that, we'd also go to storage and we'll do clear cache. Not clear data, never do clear data. You know, probably doesn't matter for Google Play Store, but just the cache. Hey, what's up? Thanks guys. Wanted to make sure you could hear the sound. Just wanted to let you know. And like I mentioned, if you can't see the Guide for Ultimate Golf 1.3.11, couple things. It's right now it's beta only. We're hoping by tomorrow, maybe Wednesday, that it will go to the rest of everybody else. So only if you were early enough to get in that set of 1,000 is it available to you now. But I just went over some tricks there to getting it to trigger, and wanted to kind of just go over just a little bit of the features of it. It's going to give you a little bit better ring data. So primarily it's going to be giving you max clubs. This is a big update for max type clubs. Also the Tour 7s. There's a couple outliers that really aren't really tweaked, which would be like Iron Eagle 7, Rattler, pretty much anything. It's going to stay to what it was before. But what you might want to do, if you had club calibrations in, for example, you might want to reset those on these because it is going to affect your values. So you might want to do like a recalibration. Let's just say you were using calibrations, not that you have to. Calibrations are always optional. I try to get you good ring data to where you don't need calibrations, but let's just say your game's a little bit different than mine. That's when you'll use club calibrations. But some new values in play here. Let's go and jump back into Whispering Pines here and just take a look. A couple shots. So wanted to just kind of do this slow. One thing that, I wanted to kind of let you guys know, there's not going to be anything for pin data. So this is much too early to even try to bring up pin data. So what I recommend is realistically only using pins. Like if you want to use and have valuable ring data for now temporarily, you kind of have to avoid pins and just kind of focus on known values. There's a couple other things that I wanted to show you guys here. So let's just go ahead and swap balls. And we will go to, see if I can find what I'm looking for here. Pro D1. When you enter the data in for these balls, of course, you got to hit the equip button, which you can see I didn't do there. Still trying to figure out this update myself, like in terms of the game and everything. So did want to just kind of show you guys this real quick. So let's see if I can get this open into pop-up view again. Try to see if I can get into the no existing purchase. That's fine. Just do it this way. I was just in this ring data. A little tough getting the ring data here. Let's see if I can pull this open real quick. I can trigger this. No, that's why I don't like playing on this phone. I was going to trigger it with another account, but I can't do that. So let me jump out of here real quick. Try to get back in it this way. And we'll just do it this way. I have a very weird subscription, so I apologize for this. My cut, since I have to be able to touch both, it's very, it doesn't always function the greatest. But wanted to go over this for you guys real quick. So here we are back at the tournament. We'll do the pop-up view again, get the ring adjustment. We'll put on Pro D1s. One of the things that you're going to see that this cut does, I forget what that win was, so it might be easier to toggle back real quick. 7-8. So we'll do 7-8 Pro D1, and you'll also see here that it's going to start filling in ring span for you. So you'll see 18-9 is a really good approximation for that. It's going to help you get better max to min values. So let's just go ahead and hit this shot real quick. We'll do something like that. Not going to do anything too exact, just kind of eyeball it. Just wanted to kind of just, let you guys know that the cut is out there. Let's just say I go to Hellfire 5, for example. Same type thing. When I go to Hellfire 5, if I go to this target, you see this is 11-2 ring span. If I switch it to Pro D1, it's going to change it to 12-4. So it is starting to fill in some of those specific cases for you. It's not all clubs, so all clubs aren't going to do this, but it's going to give you good approximations. You can see there it switches it to kind of eight rings. It's not every single club situation that you can come up with, but it's going to be the important maxed ones that guys have been sitting on. So for instance, I switched to the Bigfoot here, and you'll see 19.6 here on a power 0. We'll go to power 7, 26.6. We'll go to Pro D, it'll be 29.5. So it's going to help you to use this ring span tool and the directional arrow now, and you're going to be able to pull your rings and have the ring data a little bit more easy for you to calculate, and also for faster calculations. So here you can see right here where we are. Let me leave here real quick. I don't have that grid on, so I'll just keep grid off. No big deal. You're free to use it. I'm just going to kind of wing this because I'm not too worried about it. I just want to kind of give you guys a little bit of an overview of this cut, just so you're aware of how it functions. And this other icon here, this is just for that stream. So I'm using YouTube Gaming, and that's just like what's on for YouTube Gaming. So we're just going to kind of estimate this, maybe a couple of rings here. Just kind of pull down just a little bit. Let's just see how it works out. I'll go to the next hole. We'll try to do another one. I'm going to try to keep this relatively short, just so guys can kind of see some of the features. I'll try to do a little bit more content. Once the production cut releases, I'll try to come back on here for you guys. So this is just going to be a brief overview. So I just want guys to have a feel for, okay, this is what this new cut does. There is going to be a couple outliers, like I mentioned. If you have, so for instance, if I was in here, and you can see this is data with short iron 1 for like the basic short iron. So as I switch that to Spectra 8, that would be a perfect example. So say I switch to that and I go back to the wing calculator, we go here, it's going to change my ring span. So now you see it's 10.7 for a +7 ball. For a Pro D1, it's going to change it to about 12 rings. So it's going to change the spans based on the club below. So, and like I said, I can't factor in all the clubs, but it's going to factor in all the important ones. So you put on the Spectra, you put on the Orion 10, stuff like that, it's going to change your ring span for you. So perfect example here. Now we have Bigfoot showing 21.7 with a Pro D1 on. It's going to change it to 24. So it's just kind of making it a little bit easier for you to have that ring span updated, so that way you can have better approximated min and max values for that span. And it keeps you from having it, bumping to a bunch of defaults. There's going to be a couple exceptions, like I talked about. Iron Eagle 7, I don't have a case for. I'm probably going to end up writing it. We'll probably look at getting you another update, because from what I'm hearing, people are starting to get Iron Eagle 7. They might be using it for the span. When I was playing this game every day, regularly, never was Iron Eagle 7 like something in my repertoire, so didn't really know about it. So if you are playing that, you're better off switching to a basic, or you're better off using that Orion 10 or the Spectra just to have a better ring value. You're going to have what will end up happening is your default. I can show you exactly what it does. It's just going to give you an incorrect span. So it's going to be a lot harder to use min-max data. The max will probably still be the same, but what's going to happen is your min's going to be wrong. So it's not going to give you what you want. So this perfect example, switch to Iron Eagle 7. And I go to Bigfoot now with the power 7. It's just going to give me a default. I don't know if this is right or wrong, but that's just like it's giving me something that was saved for this club, basically, previously when I did it by hand. So it's not updating the values, is basically what I'm saying. So you might have a value that's okay in there, but you're going to have to manually input it yourself for you to have it stored. And you won't be able to do it for all different ball types. So you'll only be able to store one different ball. But if it's the ball that you use all the time, definitely your quick workaround is just going to be use manual mode. So say I always use a +10 ball, for example. I can go +10. I can put the Bigfoot on. I can go to span, and I can just manually put this into whatever I want. And you just have to keep in mind you have to count it yourself, that type of thing. So keep that in mind. Like I mentioned, I'm not going to go through too much today. I'll come back on here once this is on production, but wanted to let you guys know this cut is in the store. Just a recap for you guys. When you go to search Guide for Ultimate Golf, it is right here for you to, hopefully it says update. If it doesn't, you can scroll back to the beginning of this video. I did go through the way to kind of force trigger that. And other than that, you guys should be squared away. So good luck out there. Like I mentioned, I'll try to come back in tomorrow and maybe play an entire round for you guys. So good luck out there. Let me know how it goes in the comment section if you guys need further advice. And good luck out there. See you guys.